Welcome to Mrs. Morgan's Google Scholar Tips and how to use it with your Supreme Court research. First of all, what is Google Scholar? You know about searching for just Google images and searching for just Google books. Well, Google offers another specialized search engine in which you can search for just academic resources called Google Scholar. It includes journal articles, court cases, dissertations, books, and other scholarly writings. While we all love Google, there is one downside to using Google Scholar. Not everything in Google Scholar is available full text. This means that you might just get a citation, or if it is available full text, it may cost you, literally. They'll ask for your credit card number. So let's go to Google Scholar, scholar.google.com. So here we are at Google Scholar. This is what your homepage looks like. Today I'm going to focus on what we would do if we were looking for the impact of your Supreme Court case. So first of all, let's save some time. I don't think our Supreme Court cases include any patents, so I'm going to uncheck that box. And first, I'm going to start with a general search, and I'm going to just type in the name of my Supreme Court case. Notice I put it in quotation marks because I want to have that exact phrase. If you're looking for advanced scholar search, it's right here underneath that little drop-down menu. Now notice right off the bat when I search for that case, I have nearly 7,000 results. The first one is not Wikipedia. You're not going to find that in Google Scholar. But I want to find my specific case, so I'm going to click on Case Law. Now that I've chosen Case Law, you can see all of these are the decisions of cases. I can continue to narrow it down by choosing federal courts or Virginia courts or whatever. But right now I want the actual Supreme Court case. That's what came up first. I know that because I can read the citation here, but I don't care about looking at the decision. What I'm most interested in is I want to know how has this case affected cases since it was decided. That I can learn by down here where it says cited by 11,126. When I click on that, here I have over 11,000 results, and these include articles, cases, etc. that have somehow referred to Lemon v. Kurtzman. First of all, if I want to know what other court cases have talked about Lemon v. Kurtzman, I'm going to click on Case Law again. Now I'm down to just under 2,000 results. If I want to look at articles and not case law, I click on articles, and here I have about 9,000 results. Now notice here you have something that says citation. I just want you to know citation is where we get frustrated. That means you're not going to have access to the full text of the article. You're going to have to come find Ms. Linsky or myself, and we're going to help you track that down. The other thing is, now if you don't want to worry about things that only have citations, you really just want to find full text, then let's uncheck include citations and let's uncheck include patents. So once again, now we're down to 7,000 results. Notice over here it'll tell me if there's a PDF available. That may or may not still mean the full text. If it says it's coming from JSTOR, you do have access to that here at school because we subscribe to that database, so you will have the full text of this article. But let's look at this one. It says it's coming from Hein Online. When I click on the article title, here is a quick image of the actual article. But notice over here, if I want to read it, it's going to cost me $30. I don't want you to have to pay for anything. If you really want to see this article, come find Ms. Linsky or myself and we'll help you with that. So here's my last tip. Go to Advanced Scholar Search. I want the exact phrase of my court case. And I want to also make sure that I have at least some word like legacy or impact or influence. And I'm going to hit search. And notice I've now gone down to 5,800 results. Well, that's still way too much for me to look at. And I still don't know if I'm going to have a PDF available. So I'm going to add to the end of it, file type, PDF. That means I only want results that include some access to a PDF. So here I now have 400 results. That's a big difference. Once again, if I click here on LexisNexis, I'm sure it's going to ask me to pay for it. Well, look at that. Wasn't I just wrong? They're not asking me to pay for it this time. That's luck. But If I check here on Springer, let's see what kind of luck I have here. They'll give me a page or two, but if I want to read the whole article, I'm going to need to pay money. So as you can see, Google Scholar can still be a little complicated and a little confusing, but hopefully I've shown you some tips that'll make it more effective for you and more efficient. Also, one last thing, just remember, if you want to search by a specific time period, let's say you only want articles since 2010 or since 2013 or even a custom range, you can do that to narrow down your results as well. Remember, if you need any help, stop by the library or email Ms. Linsky or myself, Ms. Morgan, and we are happy to help you. Good luck.